It's time to talk about musical theater songs for your students. Welcome to Teaching, Singing, Observation, and Practice. I'm Hal Thomas. Of course, when you hear the term musical theater, other terms immediately come to mind. The first is usually Broadway! In free association, you get other terms: musical comedy, show tunes, operetta, Singspiel, theater songs, movie soundtracks. On the last one, I'd limit the definition to movies that are actually stories with songs that are part of the stories, like La La Land, Anastasia, Pocahontas, or The Umbrellas of Cherbourg. A song played during the opening credits of a movie or one played during the credits doesn't count. They're not part of the story. Now, some quick thoughts. And if you've watched any of this series, you know my quick thoughts can take anywhere from a minute to an hour to express. A great majority of your students will love musical theater. No surprise there. Much of your time will be spent helping them prepare to audition for a show, work on a role for a show in which they've been cast, or learn a song from a show that they're just crazy about. Think of the self-motivation that's already happened inside a student working on a show tune. Identification with character, appreciation of storyline and the song's part in that line, the emotions expressed or stirred. Many of these songs do all of these automatically and give you a big assist in one of a teacher's main jobs, stimulating a student's imagination. Think of how you felt learning your first theater song, especially if it was one from a show you really liked. You could sympathize with the character, taste every single word, not to mention imagining yourself in that role, singing that song before an adoring, attentive crowd, and, when no one was around, acting it out at home with full dramatic intensity. Of course, I never did that. I've just heard that it happens sometimes. Now, a second group of quick thoughts. Musical theater songs are generally written for mature, trained voices, operated by experienced actors of 24 years of age or older. That's the ideal case, of course. Your students of high school age and younger, regardless of what any stage mommies might tell you, and that's a subject for another episode, are not that well trained or experienced, no matter their talent. At the same time, you're trying to give them a good technical foundation. Working on some theater songs can be harmful to their progress, and you should tell them that. You're being paid for your opinion and, believe it or not, your conscience. You can still teach some of these dangerous songs, but be careful. Find ways to help your students learn them in less harmful ways. One of the first problems is range. If necessary, transpose them into more singable ranges for the less developed voices. This is where a program like Make Music's Finale comes in handy. Use the songs to concentrate on reinforcing techniques they're already working on. Techniques they can employ with some success in learning the song. Vigorous articulation and inflection, breath support, lyrical singing. Goals like these will give your student a much better experience than just letting them belt through a song in their best imitation of a Broadway sound. Usually an animal-like yell on pitch, sometimes scream on pitch. The Hippocratic Oath comes into play. First, do no harm. Now for the last round of quick thoughts. Okay, so none of them have been that quick. If you don't have a notation program like Finale, you should get one. Think of all the embryonic sopranos in your charge who never get to sing Broadway songs like I Dreamed a Dream from Les Miserables or I'm Not That Girl from Wicked. Think of the alto and mezzo students who would like to sing Think of Me from Phantom of the Opera or Before I Gaze at You Again from Camelot. Think of the tenors who never get to sing Old Man River. Oh, well, never mind that one. The point is, if you can't transpose at the piano, a good notation program like Finale can help you transcribe and transpose. In addition, websites like musicnotes.com offer songs for sale with a choice of different keys. The point is, with songs in proper ranges, everybody wins. Everybody gets to experience good music they otherwise could only listen to, but found difficult or impossible to sing. Finally, before you hear some of my students help me out with this episode, you should consider the lyrics and subject matter of the material in theater repertoire. Keep it age appropriate. For instance, I think it is flat out wrong to have an 11-year-old girl study Roxy from Chicago. no matter how developed her voice is, no matter how mature she sounds, no matter if she likes the tune and hears the music at home or on Spotify, and definitely no matter how much stage mommy thinks it's okay. And if this type of thinking seems old-fashioned to you, that's just too damn bad. As I said before, as a responsible teacher, you're paid to use your expertise and your conscience. This is Tom. Tom is a tenor, and I have him working on Dulcinea from Man of La Mancha. Now, the original, of course, was written for a baritone, and as I've talked about, you have to find agreeable keys for people. I'm going to have him do a little bit in the baritone key, and you'll notice there might be a problem.
All right. I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart.
Okay, that was the key of G. Let's feel a little low there.
A little deep.
Let's try it in the key of A. All right, same section.
I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart.
Now this is getting better. Skip ahead to the Dulcinea, Dulcinea. It's bar 14, 15. We're going to stay in the key of A. Here we go. Yum bum bum bum.
Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispers. Dulcinea, Dulcinea.
Very good. Now we're going to do it in B flat. That felt pretty good, didn't it?
Yeah.
But you don't want to actually settle for pretty good. Now we're going to do it in B flat. We'll do the beginning and that high section again, all right?
Okay.
See, Tom, you've been studying with me for how long?
About a year now.
About a year?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. I have dreamed thee too long.
I have dreamed thee too long.
One little thing is, don't clamp on the E vowel on dream. I have dreamed thee.
Okay.
Rather than I have dreamed thee. You didn't sound that bad, trust me. Here we go.
I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my
Does
heart.
that key feel better?
Yes.
Good. This is B flat. Let's try the I have dreamed thee.
Okay.
Think of a more vertical E.
Okay. Vertically.
Instead of green. All right. One more time. Easy. Yum
Okay.
bum bum.
I have dreamed thee too long, never seen thee or touched thee, but known thee with all of my heart. Half a prayer, half a song, thou hast always been with me, though we have been always apart. Dulcinea, Dulcinea, I see heaven when I see thee, Dulcinea, and thy name is like a prayer an angel whispers. Dulcinea, Dulcinea.
You can hear there's a big difference. That is obviously the right key. The voice is much more vibrant and interesting to listen to up there. And if we didn't transpose these, he'd never have a chance to work on a gorgeous song like this, because it would be relegated only to baritones. This is Ashley. Ashley is going to sing Fools Fall in Love from All Shook Up. It's actually an Elvis song. All Shook Up is made up of Elvis songs. And they requested her to do the entire song. We won't do the entire song here. We'll just work on parts of it.
Just play them too
make sure that you establish yourself right at the beginning. Really intense articulation, to help them understand. Remember, it's a familiar song. Everyone's going to know it, and we don't want them to think it's elevator music. All right, let's do it again.
Fools fall in love in a hurry.
That's it.
Fools give their hearts much too soon. Just play them 2 bars of stardust.
Okay, good, good. Let's look at the ending of this. This would be the last verse in the ending of the song. We've already been over this, of course, before. Make sure when you get to the line, blinded by rose-colored dreams, that you have a great big B on blinded. Otherwise, you've been blinded by rose-colored dreams. Always be careful of initial consonants, especially when you have a song as rhythmically strong as this one. Here we go. Measure before you come in, hon.
Fools fall in love just like schoolgirls, blinded by rose-colored dreams. They build their castles on wishes, with only rainbows for beams, and they're making plans for the future, when they should be right back in school. Oh, I used to laugh, but now I understand. Shake the hand of a brand new fool. I can't help falling in love. Fools fall in love like I do. So shake the hand of a brand new fool.
Could we just make sure we have a D sound on "So Shake the Hand," all right, of a brand new, because part of the fun is the alliteration of the consonants he has in this lyric. Take it from "Fools Fall in Love Like I Do." You want to start there? Or do you want to start on "I Can't Help Fall"? What's more comfortable?
I guess I can't help.
Okay. And there it is. And 1.
I can't help falling in love. Fools fall in love like I do. So shake the hand of a brand new fool.
Thank you, Ashley. All right, this is Faith. Faith is currently working on what role?
Gertrude McFuzz.
Gertrude McFuzz in Seussical the Musical at her school. And we're working on the song called Notice Me Horton right now. Okay, this is the intro to the song. Can you say those words? It's taken all my courage.
It's taken all my courage to approach you, not to mention all my stamina to follow you across the hills and deserts.
Stop. Very good. When you're practicing the lyrics, say them a little more slowly so you have real control over all of them. Just a hair slower. Try it again.
It's taken all my courage to approach you, not to mention all my stamina to follow you across the hills and deserts.
There you go. And just, so the audience knows this, she's been working on this show for a while. So she's pretty good here. Now, make sure, they have to use tracks for accompaniment, so she can't take the pauses she normally would in this if she had a real orchestra. Let's try just that part. It's taken all my courage. A lot of words, Faith. Here we go.
It's taken all my courage to approach you, not to mention...
To approach. That's the hard one.
Okay.
To approach. It's taken all my courage to approach you. All right?
It's taken all my courage to approach you, not to mention all my stamina.
Did we get the that time? Go slower. It's taken all my courage to approach you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
It's taken all my courage to approach you, not to mention all my
That's
stamina
it.
to follow you across the hills and deserts. But I feel as if I'm ready to confess to you the feelings that I've hidden with great diligence and labor behind the facade of your odd little next door neighbor.
Very good. We're going to skip to the main theme to Notice Me, Horton, Horton Together.
Okay.
It's around bar 34. All right, here we go.
Notice me, Horton, Horton together, we could be great. Oh, notice me, Horton, put down the clover.
And we're going to do it again. And this time, you don't have to sing louder when we have the key change, but think of opening your vowels up a little more. A lot of the excitement is done because the composer's taken it from this key to this key, but you still have to make the words just a little bigger. All composers need a bit of help. Here we go, from same spot. Notice me, Horton.
Notice me, Horton, Horton together, we could be great. Oh, notice me, Horton,
That's it.
put down the clover.
Good, let's do that whole section through the key change and then we're done for this segment. Very good, Faith. Let's start it at Horton's Counting. All right? 102, 103.
Oh, notice me, Horton, feather by feather. This is your next door neighbor calling. Notice me, Horton, Horton together, we could be great. Oh, notice me, Horton, put down the clover. This is your next door neighbor calling. There's a new leaf, your neighbor's turned over.
Okay, very good. Great, let's do it one more time.
Okay.
Just on the key change. From Notice Me, Horton, Horton together, we could be great.
Okay.
All right?
Notice me, Horton, Horton together.
Breath.
We could be great.
Another breath.
Oh, notice me,
There.
Horton, put down the clover. This is your next door neighbor calling. There's a new leaf, your neighbor's turned over.
Bravo, very good. Thank you, Faith.
You're welcome.
This is Emma. Emma is working on Castle on a Cloud from Les Miserables, and she's going to do it first in the original key, which is A minor, and then we're going to try it a little bit higher in B minor. We'll just be doing a portion of this. Could you say the first words, please?
There is a castle on a cloud. I like to go there in my sleep. Aren't any floors for me to sweep, not in my castle on a cloud.
That's far enough. We'll just do that section in A minor. And I'm not going to play the accompaniment this time. I'm just going to play your melody, all right? Here we go. 2 and 3 and.
There is a castle on a cloud. I'd like to go there in my sleep. Aren't any floors for me to sweep, not in my castle on a cloud.
Now, Emma has performed this song as part of the show. How long ago was it? 3 years ago?
4 years ago?
4 years ago, yes. You were much younger then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like 8 or 9.
Okay, and that's the key she did it in. She's grown a little bit since then. She's now in 7th grade?
6th grade.
6th grade. And we're going to try the same melody in B minor. Here we go. 3 and.
There is a castle on a cloud. I'd like to go there in my...
I'll transpose better. One more time. Sorry. 1, 2.
There is a castle on a cloud. I'd like to go there in my sleep. Aren't any floors for me to sleep,
notice the voice is a little fuller and richer in the higher key now. This is something you want to watch very carefully with your students. As they mature, the voice may shift slightly, just like water finding its own level, as the saying goes. Emma, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
When you select or suggest theater songs for your students, keep in mind what you want to use the songs for. I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General is great for articulation. It All Fades Away But You from the Bridges of Madison County is fine for vocal independence and range. Someone Like You from Jekyll and Hyde can help promote lyricism and sense of line. In the Dark of the Night from the movie Anastasia is great for developing dramatic intensity. Always have an objective for what you hope to teach the student with and through the song. For any song you choose, you must consider how it helps your singers present and portray character. Otherwise, that most important of elements, fun, #Mary Poppins, will be lost. Thanks for watching. If you found this series useful and helpful, please subscribe. Goodbye.